And good evening, sports fans, and welcome to the second show on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. That's right, we follow Rubbin' and Grubbin' every Wednesday night right here on Facebook Live, Twitter Live, YouTube Live, Coach's Corner Live. We follow Rubbin' and Grubbin', the NASCAR show that you can hear every Wednesday night from 6 to about 6:50. Brandon Baines, Dan Foles do a great job. They throw trucks, they eat food, they rub, they grub. But we don't get that here. And, of course, it's the coach and the AD right here on the Karl DeMasi Sports Sport Wednesday Night Live. And, Chad, it's been a heck of a week for me. I don't know about you.
Crazy week. We also got to thank producers.
Oh,
we
don't
got
forget
that hangs
about
around and produces.
He wants me to take their food, too. I love the guy. Lawrence Bennett.
I know, man.
Does a great job. And check out their YouTube page, their Facebook page. Graphics. This guy's got it down. I thought I was good. This guy's great.
He is really good, man. But, yeah, it's been a heck of a week. Trying to get ready to roll and ready to play, and it looks like we are.
Yes.
Some things Georgia High School Day came out saying, hey, we will progress. I know softball starting
this weekend. Volleyball next week.
Volleyball starts this weekend.
Volleyball starts this weekend
You can start playing this weekend. I know we're going to Atlanta next weekend, the 15th.
Right.
And but there's some ongoing breaking stories. You can go to Score Atlanta, is all I'm going to say.
It's all over the place.
Go to Score Atlanta, read it for yourself.
He's got his other AD friend checking it out from up north in the Atlanta Avenue, so we'll find out. But once again, it's Wednesday Night Live. It's an update from our Saturday show every Saturday morning, 9 o'clock, right here from Coach's Corner. No more in the Soundgarden. We're going to stay inside. It's still a little too hot. It's the Coach and AD, Chad Griffin, Karl DeMasi, and it's all presented by Coach's Corner. All right, football season. Hey, we interviewed Michael Moore a couple of weeks ago. We got another, not a new ball coach.
Yeah.
He's an old ball coach, but he's a new head coach.
You see he's old?
I'm not saying he's old. He's got a lot of experience.
How about veteran?
How about a veteran football coach? There we go. Veteran. Okay.
Hey, I'm trying to help you out, Coach.
He got the Windsor Forest job way back in February before we had to go through this COVID-19 stuff. Okay, he's the former offensive coordinator at Jenkins High School, former athletic director. He's over now at Windsor Forest as the head football coach. He's coached in Camden County, Twiggs County, Macon County. But you know what? Savannah is home, just like I call home. So once again, joining us on the Coach's Corner Sports Network Internet Hotline is the head ball coach over at Windsor Forest, the experienced football coach, Jeb Stewart. Jeb, always a pleasure. Thanks for coming on.
All right, appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, you got to have fun, Jeb.
Right, of course.
Well, what's going on?
You're right. I'm old.
Oh, man.
Not as old as me, buddy. Not as old as me.
Hey, man, that's only a mentality. I mean, you're a veteran, experienced guy is how we're going to label it.
That sounds good. I like it like that better.
Okay. Now, you called Savannah home, but let the fans know, Jeb Stewart, head football coach, Windsor Forest, former offensive coordinator, Jenkins. Let the people know where you're from. And I know it's not that Oregon hat.
No, it's not. It's not Oregon. Originally, I'm from a little town outside Macon called Lizella, Georgia. Spent most of my, growing up in Lizella and Macon area. So lived there for a while. Decided I wanted to experience some things. Went to Atlanta for a few years, and then decided to come to Wilmington Island. Lived for a couple of years, and like you said, I think it's home now.
Well, you were with Jenkins for a while. The experience at Jenkins, tell us about that. Because the last 3 or 4 years, Jenkins been on a roll. Tim Adams got that program to a level. You guys went to another level with it. Tell us about, your experience at Jenkins with Jason Cameron, who jumped ship and went to go for the Vidalia Onions. Indian.
Right. It was a great experience. I thank Cameron for giving me an opportunity to come be on his staff, there at Jenkins. Some great kids, great people to work with there at Jenkins. We had some really great football players there, some really coachable kids, and a lot of them have moved on to college, and I think they're going to do great things in college. And there's still some there that are at Jenkins that I think are going to do really big things this year. And, I'm blessed to have had that opportunity to be there, to go the last couple of years and go on that run that we went on. It's all about the kids, and, they were great kids and kids that you really enjoyed being around.
Well, and coaching saying that, it's been difficult for any new head coach to take a position during this era in time. You get a job in February, COVID hits, You don't get to have spring practice. You don't really get to build those relationships with the guys. And you guys really just, I mean, I'm sure you did Zoom meetings and everything else, but you really just now start to really build relationships with those student athletes. Just help people understand that the difficulty. You can do everything you want in a Zoom meeting, but really getting there hands-on with kids, that's where the impact comes from.
Right. And, the thing is, there was no playbook written for this. This is new for everybody. And, fortunately, I knew some of the kids. And you're correct, we did jump on. We started very heavily on Zoom, like March 23rd. And, we were having meetings every day, academic things that they were doing, workouts, and started building some of those relationships. It's not the same as being in person, but I think it really helped us once we got to where we could be in person and do things. And, since we've gotten in person, those relationships have even gotten stronger. And, you truly get to analyze, what kids can do.
And you're watching Wednesday Night Live with the Coach and AD on the Karl DeMasi Sports Report. Wednesday Night Live on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. Don't forget, we follow a great show every Wednesday night, Rubbin' and Grubbin'. We're talking to the new veteran football coach, head coach at Windsor Forest, Jeb Stewart. All right, so, you're coming into Windsor Forest. You've had experience here in Savannah coaching at Jenkins. How have the kids taken to you that, hey, he was over at Jenkins, now he's over here at us. How are the kids reacting to you?
They've been great. They accepted me, and and it's been, some of them has been like we've been together for years. They've done everything we've asked, and maybe it has helped. We had some of that success at Jenkins, and they want to have the same success at Windsor Forest, and I've been truthful with them, things that we've got to improve on doing, and. So I think sometimes when you come from a successful program, you see there's a blueprint to it, and you bring the blueprint to that program, kids are a little more receptive to it.
Jim and Coach Stewart, in saying that, talk about obviously you're offensive coordinator, so talk about a little bit of your offensive philosophy and what you're looking to instill in the Knights offense. What will that look like for people hopefully coming this fall? And talk about maybe some playmakers you got out there.
Well, I tell you, it's I've been an offensive coordinator now for probably about 16, 17 years, and split back veer, wing tee, spread. Last year, go back and run the data, we were 90% RPO on offense. Truthfully, I think what you got to do first, you got to analyze what type of kids you have, what fits their skill set. You can't force kids into a certain offense. We're still working through some of our stuff, at Windsor, but I think it's going to be similar to what we did last year. We got a good running back and Mike, and our quarterback's coming around, Dalen Jacobs. We got a couple of guys on the outside, RJ Payne. Abasi Scott, good receivers, can make plays in space, and up front, the line starting in jail, with some seniors like Jaheim Howard, Joseph Maxwell, and DJ Baker. And talking about Jaheim, he hasn't gotten a lot of college recognition right now, but he's going to be a steal for somebody. The kid's a great offensive lineman, so. And we're only going to go as far as that offensive line goes. It doesn't matter what kind of skill guys you got. If you don't have the guys up front, it's not going to work. And, and they're starting to come together.
And, the old coaching cliche, you don't have the hogs, you don't win the trenches, you don't win.
That's it.
That's what it comes down to.
Right. And, and that's what I coach. And, and it's been great seeing their progress so far. We were watching film earlier today, and just seeing from day one practice to where we're at now, the improvement that they have made.
And I mean, you said Mike. A lot of people probably don't know who Mike is, but Mike Caballero. That kid is one of the best athletes in the city. I've watched him play football. I've watched him play basketball. I look out, I come back coaching Islands High School basketball. We don't have to play that Windsor Forest team. They're loaded, but that kid is special.
Oh, he's great. All around athlete, and I've been a basketball coach, and I've coached a lot of other sports, and I really want my kids to play other sports. Enjoy your high school years. Go out and play as many sports as you can, and fortunately, when I got the job, I was able to go start watching them play basketball, and was impressed with his athleticism. Him, Jamario, Blige. They all play basketball, and I want as many kids on the team go play other sports.
It's all yours. You got the next question.
Coach,
I got the next question.
Yeah, I tell you, Coach, that's vital, and to have that philosophy of wanting kids to develop. And every study will tell you that kids that play multiple sports are one, bare athletic, less likely to get injuries, and from that standpoint. Tell us a little bit about your background at Camden Twigs, and how that helps you become, the coach you are. I mean, traditionally, you look through a high school coach's resume, there's several stops along the way, and you pick something up from every stop that you're at that's helped you develop that head coach. So these stops that you had, how have they helped you now when you are the guy? How has that helped you develop your philosophy? Hey, when I ever get to be the guy, I'm going to take this from here, and all those things.
And I think from every stop, I've learned something, whether it's positive or negative, how to do things or not do things. And, I've been fortunate. I've worked with some great head football coaches that, I've learned from. And, it's the joke we've always had. My family has a drug problem. I've drugged them all over the state of Georgia. And, but they've all taught me something along the way, and kind of like taking pieces from here and there and kind of, melted it into how I want my football program rated. It's been some great programs that I've been a part of and been very blessed.
Now, I see there's one program that you were blessed with, and that was your father coached you over at Southeast Macon. What did you take it from that old ball? Now I'm going to say that old ball coach.
Actually, that guy, I had to fuss at him a little bit this week. I looked on our huddle time reports, and he had zero minutes in there, and but now it's way up there. I played for him. Learned a lot. I think that's where he was our offensive line coach. I played offensive line for him, and I got a lot of my coaching philosophy from. I enjoyed playing for him. I don't think I could have coached with him. I think we would have butted heads a little bit too much, to be honest with you. When he first retired and I was a head coach, he was giving me stuff every day, and I was like, would you please go get your own team? But it's been great. Bounce ideas off of him. He lives up in the Atlanta area, so he doesn't get down here as much, but with Huddle, I mean, you don't have to be here. No. You can watch, and every day he sends me something saying, hey, you need to work on, you need to look at this, and it's good to get to see an outside opinion, on things, because we're there too much, and we don't see certain things.
Oh, it's definitely have another set of eyes someone would experience, especially Dad. I mean, I know the feeling right now, because my son Russell, over at Savannah State, we butt heads all the time. But he doesn't forget that I taught him what he knows. But that's another story in itself. But,
there you go.
So we've talked about your offensive philosophy. What about your defensive philosophy? I know you're the offensive guy, but your defense is just as important. Offense wins games, Coach. Defense wins championships.
There you go. I was fortunate we were able to hire a guy named Chuck Kenyon. He's coming from Veterans High School in Warner Robins. He's been a head coach in Florida. Be honest with you, he sent me his resume, and I didn't look at it, and he sent it to me again. But something that it said in his resume was he was the character and leadership coordinator at Veterans High School. And I thought that was something that was very important having a football program. We got to talking, kind of hit it off. And, we're going to be a 3-3 stack team. I think in high school football, that's a 3 front is probably one of the better ones to run. I think it gives high school offensive lines a little trouble. And then we play the secondary is a little different than normal 3-3 stack teams. But, him and his staff have done a great job so far.
Coach, I mean, my last thing is, with how summers have been functioning. So how has a head coach had to really adapt to, hey, not really getting to go do 7-on-7s and other stuff. There's really a lot of inter-squad stuff. So how have you guys managed trying to develop those reps when you can't really go out and do it with anybody else?
I tell you, we started probably in late April, May. We had position meetings every day, and the coaches sent out like drill tape of things for kids to do, and the kids would actually go out in the yard and film themselves doing it, and then send it back to us, and then the coaches were giving some kind of feedback, on it. Take, for instance, a quarterback in a 3-step drop, they would film themselves doing it, and the quarterback coach would say, hey, you need to do this or this. And I think that got us to where we are now. And now it's just like a lot of fine tuning. The fortunate thing, everybody's in the same boat right now.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
So, I think it's going to be interesting. To me, the two positions I think hurts the most, offensive line and quarterbacks.
Timing.
The timing and a lot of stuff that I'm fixing right now on the offensive front is stuff that would have been fixed, back in February and March. So, but we're all in the same boat right now.
Yeah.
And you open up with Brunswick, I'm pretty sure.
Correct. We open up with Brunswick in the Chatham County Classic. Hey, 5 o'clock in the afternoon in Georgia in September. It's going to be a scorcher. Get the opportunity. They got some really great players down there at Brunswick. It'll be a good test for us.
Now, before we end here, I heard you have head coaching experience. Where was that at?
At Twiggs County.
Okay, good deal. So this is not a new rodeo for you. It's an old rodeo.
It's not. I learned some things from my first time around, and didn't know if I would ever do it again. But when Windsor came open, just knowing some of the people there and talking to them, just felt like a really good fit.
Well, Coach, I mean, one, I got to ask this because your voice is like, I mean, Luke Combs like. I think if you went to like Gray Stadium and they did like lookalikes and they put you and Luke Combs, and I'm a huge Luke Combs fan.
Yeah.
So like you got that. Do you sing by any chance? Like
No.
He's got that deep draw, man. Like he's got that draw where I bet he could cut a riff that sound good.
No. There's only one person in our family that's in broadcasting, and Matt Stewart, my cousin, does a lot of stuff in Atlanta. I used to do stuff with Georgia, but I had no comparison to him.
All right, Jeb, I appreciate you coming on our Wednesday Night Live, and we wish the Knights the best of luck. I know when I was at Groves, Windsor Forest was right there every year going to the playoffs, and, you're bringing back the Knights to where they belong. Good luck, and God bless, and have a lot of fun.
All right, we will. Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity tonight.
Thanks, Coach.
Good luck.
All right.
I mean, so he's got a lot of experience. The best is he played for his dad, and
oh my God,
then he learned at some great places. Camden County, head coach at Twiggs County. Wow, he's probably glad he's not at Twiggs right now.
Yeah. Twiggs is canceled.
Canceled everything.
Yeah, canceled everything, and so and that's why those are just the things that we're rolling with day in and day out.
Yep.
Different schools. We saw DeKalb County, before we were on here, and like I said, you go to Scortland, look at some things, and get some opinion about that. But we're just keep on rolling. Like I said, volleyball, softball starts this weekend. Can play and go, and so get after it. Time to go.
And I'm just saying this because I know Chad very well, and he teaches and coaches in the AD at Calvary. Their motto this year is uncommon. So far this year has been very uncommon for a lot of us. I'm blessed, and I know Chad's blessed. We never had to deal with major wars like our parents, our grandparents did, and it's just something we got to deal with now. And we got to be careful. We got to be safe, and I think that's the main goal of every school.
Oh, without doubt.
School board or a public school. The main concern is our kids and the people who teach our kids or the people that coach our kids. But I mean, I don't know about you, but the kids in Islands High School, they're biting at the bit to do something. They really want to go, and it's just like that over at Calvary.
Well, it's the same thing. You read the AJC article. They interviewed parents from different schools, where it was Pace Academy, who they felt like, hey, going really extreme, but hey, we're still getting to do it, And parents really felt strongly about their kids playing sports, and that's kind of the way it is at this point. It's like an opt-in type deal. Listen, there's inherent risk to everything, and Dr. Savannah talked about that the other day. And our biggest job as athletic directors right now and coaches is try to mitigate the risk that we can do. This thing changes every day, but there is a big mental health part to this as well that you're seeing from kids. You're seeing that from doctors talk about explicitly the mental health aspect of students not being able to socialize, not being able to play sports, not being able to be interactive, and
it's tough.
And how do we handle all those things and do it in a way that tries to keep us as safe as possible?
Hey, my other love is the Prep Sports Report, which I might do tomorrow night. I got to find out from Steve Weeks. He's got a lot going on, little kids and things of that nature. But go to the Prep Sports Report. I have Robert Price of Elite Minds every Monday. He's going to have an article. It's called Motivational Monday, and this last week was all about sports. Helps us have great mental health.
Yeah, Robert's terrific now. We've talked to him some at Calvary as well, and you can see the work he's done with some of the junior golfers around here. Has been phenomenal. He works with the Army Rangers. He's got a tremendous background. He's helped players at the NFL Combine, and so really check out his article on that Motivational Monday and just the mental concept. And that's really right now, I think, what our job is, Carl. Besides being athletic directors, is trying to help our student athletes and students, not just student athletes, all of our students, keep perspective on this and trying to help them function at a high level as they are going through something in life that really we've not seen since 1918.
I mean, it's unbelievable. And the name of the article, where is it? I just had it. Okay. How sports support our mental health. And it's a great article, like Chad said. Working with a lot of local people, a lot of pro athletes, a lot of kids, golf kids. So, I mean, we need sports to get us away from life's problems, life's issues, life's stress. And, I got to say this. What's bothering me the most about sports is it's becoming too political. It's coming too political, okay? Yes, everybody has the right. We have the right to speak. That's why it's great to live here in a country, but it's just getting, I don't know how you feel, buddy, but it's just getting over and over and over.
Well, I think, unfortunately, I think at times we lose all the political stuff loses really what the message that athletes are trying to send, because whether they stand or don't stand, kneel or don't kneel, the message gets lost in left and right now. And that's unfortunate, because that's not the message. The message is social justice. The message is equality. You see it in female sports, specifically. And so what they're trying to get, and then you got the Pac-12 coming out this week saying, hey, like
the players.
The players. We feel like we need some power. We feel like we need some benefits. If we're going to go play, no one knows what the health benefits are going to look like 6 yards. So these are time. I mean, Northwestern tried to start a union a couple years ago, couldn't get it done. But really, if you don't have the people playing, can't make the games, and the colleges can't make money, because here's the deal. You see Ivy League canceled. Obviously, money doesn't affect Ivy League athletics. You see
doesn't run the show.
You see UConn today, first major school,
FBS school,
to cancel football. Obviously they're not worried about the money aspects of it. There might be some fallout somewhere down the road, but I'm sure that was taken into consideration before you make a move like this from that standpoint. And so let's not get the message lost from the student athletes, professional athletes, and what they're trying to do.
I got to say one thing. I was very proud of an NBA basketball player. And I mean, two of them really. You can do whatever you want. You can put whatever motivational saying you want on the back of your shirt. LeBron James, nothing on the back of his shirt. Jimmy Butler, the NBA said to him, or a referee said to him, well, where's your shirt? You have to have something on the back of your shirt. He said, "What's on the back of my shirt?" His name. I want to be like everybody else. I want to be equal like everybody else. I want to fit in like everybody else. My name belongs with everybody else, not peace or Black Lives Matter or whatever the motivational sayings are on the back. I was really impressed by how that young man stood up. That yes, he deserves to be equal like everybody else. He should be no different. His name should be back on his jersey, like your name should be, my name should be. Only a dream of mine with a long time ago. And LeBron James, same thing. You know what? Well, LeBron James does his little innuendos with his hats and other things, but I really was proud of both of them because everybody should be equal. Everybody's name should be the same. We shouldn't have to have a saying or some kind of political stand on the back of our shirts.
Well, you grant people the right. That is what makes this country so great.
That's why we're free.
Is you give the people the right to choose.
Right.
And that's the biggest thing. I think that's what Butler was trying to get across to the NBA. Is like, hey, I have just as much right to choose on that aspect of anybody else's. So,
but I loved it when he said, "I want to be like everybody else. My name should be like everybody else."
Yeah.
Griffin, DeMasi, Butler. Well, I wish I was like Jimmy.
Yeah.
That's another story. I wish I could ball like him.
Oh, don't we all?
All right, we got about 3 or 4 minutes to go. A lot of Georgia High School State Association news going on. Check out the internet. You're going to find as much as you want. It's a crazy thing. Games are supposed to start tomorrow and this weekend. You know what? We got to go by what the governing board say we got to do. And Georgia High School did not make any recommendations, any changes today when they had that big meeting with the medical board.
With the medical advisory board right now, they said, hey, we're not going. Currently, that's what they came out with. Is there's no current changes. With that, so we got the email from Don Court talking about, hey, proceed as
normal.
It is normal, but we're waiting.
If this is normal.
Yeah, if this is normal, it's normal for today.
What's normal for tomorrow?
Yeah, it'd be
what's
different.
normal for the next 15 minutes?
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. There's you saw what South Carolina did as well,
right?
Pushing back, and so like I said, it is ever changing. You have to be fluid. You have to be mobile. You got to be able to kind of go on the fly with some of the things that's going on here. And also, regions are now coming up with their protocols and how they're going to, expect fans in the game, have fans, not have fans. And so all this is because it's becoming real. It's starting this week. And so people got to have stuff in place so kids can go to play.
And I'm telling you, I love my girls' softball team. While it's not mine anymore, I gave it up to the AD. I'm telling you, Chad, sometimes the last couple of days I'm wondering why I did this, because what we're going to have to do at games, Maron. I mean, I don't know where I'm going to go. I mean, bada bing, bada boom. Everything's. I mean, I gotta measure seats out. I gotta tape off seats. We gotta make sure people have masks on. It's a lot. It's a lot of work.
I was thinking about this today with softball and seeing the dugout. Like, all right, I'm going to take what I'm going to do. I was like, all right, I'm going to take paint. Field paint, and I'm just going to mark off
six
like
feet.
Down the foul lines.
Right.
Say, hey, this is your grid. This is your
grid. Yep.
And go from there.
It's just crazy. All right.
But we will do whatever it takes
for these kids to play.
Athletes to play.
And to keep them safe.
Yes.
And to keep them safe. I'll wash every softball after every pitch if I have to.
Yeah, whatever it takes.
I don't know if I want to put alcohol on the volleyball, but you know what I mean. So, but anyway, we'll be back here Saturday morning in the Sound Garden. Well, really, right here in front of
air conditioning.
We're going to be in the air conditioning, but it's supposed to be in the Sound Garden. All right, we got a great lineup. This lady was one of our first guests, and the show didn't go well because I didn't have this program. And we're going to bring her back on. We're going to go fitness first with the Makos. It used to be the coach and the Makos, or the Makos and the coach and the Makos. Then we got the coach and the AD, Melissa Makos, back in Savannah, Saturday morning, 9:15. Fitness first. She does a lot of little snippets for WTOC on their mid-morning live show with Tim Guider. And Ken Griner, and I always forget the girl's name. I do apologize because I know Ken and I know Tim so well. But Melissa Makos.
I tell you, it wasn't for her and the shirt she wore that day.
Yeah.
75 hard.
Right.
You wouldn't look it up, right. Andy Priscilla, and helped me drop 35, 40 pounds.
Nice.
So,
and then of course our Weatherington athlete, Weatherington Chiropractic Athlete of the Week. This young lady just committed to North Florida.
Right here.
She's an all-state basketball player from Beach High School. Kayla Rozier. I'm excited about seeing her.
Yeah, man, she picked University of North Florida. Beautiful place, just far enough away from home, but close enough. But hey, great school, beautiful place to go to school, and she can straight up ball.
And you're going to hear it first on Saturday.
Yeah.
Chatham County Recreation. Savannah City Recreation Department. No football. The last guest, Coach Curtis Reese, is starting his own football league.
Yeah, so Curtis Reese,
football.
Yeah, so Curtis Reese, who he runs Battleground, he runs all-star games kind of all over the place. He's been up in Hardyville. He's from the Effingham area, and he is just a youth person first and foremost. He's all about the kids. He wants them to have something. And when the county canceled and the city canceled, people kind of came to Curtis and said, "Hey, man,
we got to do something.
We got to do something." And so, will you be commissioner of this league? And he's like, "What?" And he's also, Curtis is taking a job in Florida. He's going to coach and teach in Florida, but then on the weekends come back to Savannah and run youth football. So we'll get the full story from Curtis and on what all that's going to look like on Saturday morning.
So we're ready to go. We would like to thank our sponsor for making this show possible every Wednesday night, every Saturday morning, Coach's Corner, where it's all sports. The center of the sports universe. Can we grab some food for that?
Center of the sports universe, Coach's Corner.
Dan's over there. Maybe he can find us a chicken wing somewhere. But John Henderson, Adele Henderson, the whole crew here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for doing this. And it's part of the Coach's Corner Sports Network. Wednesday night, 6 o'clock, Rubbin' and Grubbin' with Dan Foles and Brandon Baines. Great show. We always lose money every week, but sorry, D, I didn't even say that. But we're dropping in the bucket. But the bucket goes to the Ronald McDonald House.
That's right. Good for golf.
They're over $800. Hey, you want to come in and make a donation? Tell the person, the bartender, not the person or the bar person, okay, tell them that you're here to donate money to Rubbin' Grubbin's Ronald McDonald House charity, and they'll be happy to do it. So remember.
Who's out in the Soundgarden?
Excuse me?
Who's out in the Soundgarden this weekend?
Oh, that's what I got here. Don't forget, here's the lineup at Coach's Corner. Tonight, we got out in the Soundgarden, Pub Star Trivia every Wednesday night. Friday night, we got a special guest comedian coming in, and that's Chris Deal. He's going to start it off Friday night from 6:30 to 7. And at 7 o'clock, we're going to have Outlaw Gypsy. Now, if you're an old-timer like me, probably this young kid likes it too, but if you love Fleetwood Mac, well, we have Rumors, the Fleetwood Mac tribute band coming into Soundgarden on Saturday night. My daughter-in-law and my son, I guess, are coming because I saw their name as soon as I looked it up. So, Kate DeMasi and Russell DeMasi will be here. But I love Fleetwood Mac. It was a big part of me growing up, and, I wish I could be here, but I got other things going on. So that's Saturday night in the Soundgarden. We have Rumors, the Fleetwood Mac tribute band. So other than that, remember every Wednesday night from 7 p.m. to about 7:30 right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. It's the coach, Karl DeMasi, and the
AD Chad Griffin.
Chad Griffin from Calvary Day School. Enjoy the rest of your week. It's make it your best week ever. And remember, whatever you may be doing until we meet on Saturday, hit it out of the park. So on that note, we got to get out of here. We'll talk to you on Saturday. Remember, God bless, keep safe, and where's our hand sanitizer? Lawrence, where's our hand sanitizer? Wash your hands. Wash your hands. But we got to get out of here. We'll talk to you Saturday morning.
See ya.